Hey party people, this is Jeremy from Jumbo Lab Plays Games. We are at PAXU Unplugged 2018. I'm over at the Stronghold Games booth with Steven Buonocore, the superstar. We're going to talk about all these great titles over here at the booth. Take it away. We're going to start with Paper Tales, I'm assuming. Here we go.
Yeah, we're going to start with Paper Tales.
Okay.
So Paper Tales came out actually in August, and then we just released about a month ago the expansion for Paper Tales. So Paper Tales is card drafting. Out of the box, it's 2 to 5 players, simultaneous card drafting a la 7 Wonders. But now, with the expansion, we take it from 1 to 7 players. And that 1 player game is really cool because you're going against the Lich King in a whole other way to play the game. What's really great about this is it has some really novel mechanics. You have this aging mechanic, so after you have deployed your units in front of you, they're going to age over time, and therefore they're going to die, and then they got to leave the game, and you have to redeploy. Object of the game is to score victory points by building buildings. That's the biggest way, or going to war against your neighbors. So that's Paper Tales with absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. I know it's one of your favorites too.
And you know what I like about the game? You have to make quick choices because it's only 4 rounds, and you got to make some serious choices of how you're going to score. You got to change your mindset in the middle of that game. It's all about how you draft the cards too.
It is, and you got to make sure that your building mechanics or your building engine is going well.
And the solo mode, it has replayability because of different cards you can draw out. You can make it harder. It still has the same pressure of drafting, so I really like that. It's great, great, great stuff.
It's really, really interesting, different kind of artwork. There's this paper mache kind of artwork that the artists used in this game.
It never gets tired either. It just never gets tired.
So over here we have Spring Meadow. Now Spring Meadow is the 3rd game in the Uwe Rosenberg puzzle trilogy. What is that? Well, Uwe Rosenberg, one of the great designers in the industry, has been using these whatever they are, the Tetris pieces, in all these different kinds of ways over this whole series. It started with Cottage Garden, very light, easy game. Went to Indian Summer, which really ratcheted it up. Many, many, many more choices, very gamerly. Spring Meadow kind of sits in between the two in the weight. And here you're seeing on your board that the snow is receding and the grass is now growing in the spring meadow. Beautiful artwork. You have little marmots in the game.
I don't know what's this going on here. No, I don't know about that. I've never seen this before. I always see like the ones where they kind of had your own board and tiles and like that. Indian Summer.
So the center board is where you're going to be able to pick the pieces that then go onto your board. So what she just did there was that she was going to see if that was the right piece first. So she put that little compass there for a moment. She checked it out. It worked for her. And now it's the next player's turn.
Wow.
And they're constantly filling up their board, trying to get rows filled up, trying to get the holes on the boards filled up correctly. Really, really interesting mechanic of figuring out how to solve the shape puzzle of the game.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Uwe, always making something interesting.
Uwe's amazing. He really is a great guy too. I met him out in Essen last year. Fantastic.
Martin Wallace, one of my favorite designers.
Absolutely. Martin and I have been friends for years, and he's always been one of my favorite designers. I've always wanted to work with Martin, and finally we got a chance with Australia. So the theme of this game is that the old ones, that's Cthulhu and friends, they were defeated out in the late 1800s in England, and that was during his game The Study in Emerald. So it's a spiritual, thematic success for where now...
Wait, what? Study in Emerald?
Yeah, so that game, right, that was the Martin Wallace game with Cthulhu, and so it's like some of the players were loyalists, and some of them were, I forgot the other name, but they were supporting Cthulhu or they were against him. So thematically, this is tied in because the old ones were defeated, and now they made residence in Australia, Z being like zombie and stuff like that, right? And now they're going to rise in Australia while you're building railroads, mining resources, creating ports. You're doing all this stuff, but they're rising, so you got to fight them back. And if you, as a group of players, do not at least help each other fight them back, guess what? The game is going to win. So the old ones are going to beat you. Only one player will win, so it's not a cooperative game. It's like got that semi-co-op element in the game.
That might work.
And it's absolutely gorgeous. Great production that we did.
I see that. It's nice.
This just came out. Australia by Martin Wallace. Very excited about this. Always
excited about Martin Wallace.
So that's it. And I mean, of course, there's no conversation with Stronghold and Buonocore would be complete unless we mention Terraforming Mars. Terraforming Mars, the expansion just released, the 4th expansion called Colonies. We sold out of it on the first day, basically. First day and morning of the show. Terraforming Mars can't speak more highly of it. It's still killing it, still selling tens of thousands of units. It's a great game.
Can you tell us a little bit about Kanban, this
Sure,
new edition right here?
Kanban, by another one of the absolute greatest designers in the industry, Vital Lacerda.
Yeah.
We came out with the first version of Kanban about 4 years ago. We sold out of it after a little while. It was out of stock, and now we brought it back. We have a double-sided game board to make it a little easier for newer players to play the game because the other side is like a grayscale. But the biggest change in the game are these really cool upgraded cars. Each one of the cars is a unique sculpt for the actual cars that you're building in the game. So the gameplay is the same as the original version, but it's got upgraded components in the game.
Okay.
This is a limited edition, meaning we're not going to be printing it again as a one print because the rights are going to revert back after the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
So one print of the game. So if you're a fan of big, heavy games and of Vital Lacerda, find Kanban Drivers Edition. It's in stores this week.
Man, wow. Thank you so much for taking us to the booth. There's a lot of awesome games you have here. As always, Stronghold
Thank you,
Games.
Jambalaya. You the man.
Thank you so much.
All right, buddy. Take
and once
care.
again, this is Jerry from Jambalaya Plays Games. We're going to be all over the place today at PAX 2018. Take care, party people. Thank you for your time. Oh boy, you're